It's DSA1 UGA fan rant and opinions. Finna holler at y'all real quick. The game last night was a good game, but at the same time, that was a pitiful fucking showing. Pitiful showing. Excuse me for that, but it was very trash showing. Very trash. It's like ever since that I've noticed, ever since I want to say the 2019, 2020 season. No, 2021. That season. Georgia has not been able to deal with a dual threat quarterback. And then the crazy thing is, Chambliss is more than just a dual threat. That dude is a whole problem. The last time I think Georgia seen somebody that was as big of a threat as that was it wasn't South Carolina. It wasn't Tennessee. Man, as a matter of fact, it was freaking Alabama with Tua and Hurts. Yeah, Tua and Jalen was killing us the exact same way. It's like Kirby has not had anybody on his defensive coordinator staff except for, I think, Dan Lanning and maybe Pittman that could either slow down or stop a dual threat quarterback. I don't know what the hell going on, and I want to say maybe even Mel Tucker. Like, one of those combinations had the ability to slow down and if not stop a dual threat quarterback. But even though sometimes Missouri had a quarterback that wasn't that elusive, but he was a problem, yeah, I think Sam and goddamn Mel getting done in by him. But other than that, it's like just having straight problems trying to stop dynamic quarterbacks. And I think that will go for anybody that played Ole Miss this year. Or it could have been the well, I'm gonna say that played a part in it. The play calling. Like when a play shut down that he was getting ready to do something, dude made something happen. And I'm not really even mad that Georgia lost. When they came out playing like they do at the beginning of the season, and the offensive line regressed due to all the injuries, that shit was bad. That was bad. That was real bad. My thing is, why was Cash Jones in on like 4 third down plays? What? In at running back, what was the point in that? What was the point? I watched the game and listened to the Governor's Bulldog, better known as Jeff Hobbs. Watching it with him, and he had pointed it out. I was like, they are putting him in at third down. It's like 3rd and 6, you got Cash Jones in. Why the hell is he in? I mean, now that I think about it with the woulda, coulda, shoulda, why was there no tight end going in motion and just hitting the hole up the middle? Or if you just gonna go with some regular setup that you would have before Nate Frazier got hurt, why was he not getting the ball? Cause I didn't watch it, I listened to it. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? Where are all the running backs at? Cause I know one got hurt. And Georgia normally have at least 5 running backs. And I was hearing that another one came back. Bowden. But I mean, to me, there's still no excuse to go out like that, though. And I was seeing some people in certain chats talking about fire Bobo. I told y'all, I give Bobo 2 years to get this shit right. Started getting good. I don't know what happened to the play calling, and not all of it's on him in this particular situation. But by 80% of it is, because the other 20% got to go to the players. If they can pull that shit off, I don't even know if I want to even give that analogy or that percentage. Well, take that back, because the play caller calling the players got to execute it. So, yeah, you call them plays and that shit failed. Not saying it ain't their fault. Because they could have just got hit with a blitz, play got blown up. I mean, or something like that. But when that situation happened, come on, man. How you 3 yards away from the end zone and then go to a 3rd and 6? Like, come on, man. This is just embarrassing. This don't make any sense at all to go out like that. And then I'm hearing Dog Nation talking about I had a call just then. Georgia got a lot of young freshmen and younger players and so on and so forth that's gonna come up next year. Man, hey, I ain't trying to hear that. I'm not trying to hear that. I don't want to hear no Georgia fan talk about next man up. I don't want to hear that. Because next man up didn't show up for 2 years in a row. Now, y'all can take that anywhere you want to as a conspiracy theorist. I mean, I'm just saying, 2 years in a row. Next man up was not up. Next man up was not ready. And it's getting to a point now where I'm like, I'd be cool with Georgia losing 2 games and not playing in the SEC championship. I almost say ACC. I'd be cool with them not playing in the SEC championship. If that'll keep them playing and they can fight it all the way through like they was doing after that Alabama loss. But then somebody else made a good point. There was like a few people. They were saying that this is Bobo's 2nd time making it to a spot in January and can't pull it off. Got a point. Played in this shit last year and got beat. But last year's team was worse than this year's team. And I wanted to see Miami. I didn't, like I said in my last video, I didn't completely count Ole Miss out. I said it was going to be a shootout. And again, Georgia's not good at shootouts. This is the shit that pisses me off. Folks bring up the Georgia-Oklahoma Rose Bowl. That was a different quarterback. That was a whole different squad altogether. I don't even want to hear that. We didn't have a lot of them type of players on this team this year. We did not have 2020 offense or 2021 offense or 2019, whatever. Anyway, we didn't have that Aaron Murray, Nick Chubb offense. We ain't had that. I mean, Jake Fromm, Aaron Murray or Jake Fromm. I think it was Jake Fromm. We didn't have that style of offense. We didn't have 2 dynamic backs that was gonna change the game. You can say we did, and Nate, but hell, Nate ended up going down in the 4th, and they really didn't run with him like that. He pulled off like 3 to 5 runs for more than more than 6 yards. Because I think 3 of the runs that I heard was like, one was 10, 13, and the other one was 15. I think he pulled off a 17 yard. And then you go away from that, and I can understand that to a degree. You go away from it, you trying to space them out or bring them in so you can hit them like 5, 10 yards behind the linebackers in front of the safeties or something down the sideline. You trying to bring them in to do that. I get that. But why are you put Cash Jones in the game? He is not pulling off no runs like that. He seemed to be a bigger threat as a receiver. Should have been using him on them screen plays. Because it's funny how early in the season, the shit that was pissing me off, you was doing a bunch of screens, and as the season went on, you went away from the screens. Teams started picking up on that shit. And then some of the screens Bobo called were nice. They worked. But god damn, man, like, is there anything else that can be used half as much as them damn screens? And that zone defense be eating our ass up with good ass receivers. Then you say, what is the coach supposed to do? In that situation, ain't really too much you can do. You go into a zone, you're gonna find a big ass space and get there. Cause Chambers, I said his name right the first time. I done fucked it up now, but anyway. He would extend the play. As a matter of fact, Joe Burrow was like that. When LSU went on a run, the second year Burrow got there, Joe Burrow doing the same shit. But not to this scale. He was more of a extended play and goddamn get you open. He was more of a scrambling quarterback. Not saying he won't take off. And he was hard to tackle. Yeah, Ole Miss might end up taking it all. If not Ole Miss, Indiana. Man, the SEC is getting weak, man. And then talking about going to a 9-game schedule. The SEC is getting weak, man. The Big Ten is starting to take over. It's going to be the Big Ten, Big Ten, SEC, Big 12, ACC. That's what it's about to be. This DSA1, UGA fan rant opinion. I'm out.